So got one today for my client in central Pennsylvania. It's a roofing appointment set up with the director of facilities at a local school district. We do a lot of public work. We're already CoStar's registered, which is a big way to get in the door and set ourselves apart with these public entities. So we're going to be meeting with them in a couple weeks here, going to walk one of their roofs, and they got 8 facilities. So he said roofing stuff comes up all the time. He'd love to have a local resource.
I got 2 appointments today. My first one was for my HVAC client out in Colorado. It was an assisted living facility, about 45,000 square feet. We're headed out there next Tuesday to give them a bid for preventative maintenance. My second appointment, I received an inbound call from a general manager at a brewing company. They had some holes in their roof and it was causing some damage on the inside. So we're headed out there next Tuesday to do the initial assessment of their roof.
Just an appointment for my roofing client. They're headed to a storage unit next week to take a look at a metal roof that has some leaks, about 19,000 square feet. I think it's going to be a great opportunity and I'm looking forward to it.
So I got one for my Tampa MSP today. I got back from lunch a little early, so I was getting an inbound call. Somebody I was trying to reach earlier in the week. I think I called him earlier in the day today as well. Had a quick conversation. He just got back from vacation, but he was obviously heading out for the weekend, being the 4th. But he was actually talking with some of his associates. They were looking at potentially working with an MSP. So we obviously would be a great fit for this type of scenario. So I got a meeting set up for a couple weeks out, virtual. It's about 30 users with the distribution company, looking to handle everything from day-to-day IT support, their servers, and yeah, it should be a really great opportunity for us.
I got a pretty good one from my College Station roofer. Reached out to a local apartment complex. I got the property manager on the phone. He wants us to come out Monday morning. It's about 10,000 square feet, TPO. They have active leaks. They're looking for some hail damage as well, so it should be a pretty good one.
All right, guys, intermission. Normally we do it on Friday, but this is the Friday because tomorrow's the 4th of July. Does anybody have any closed deals or proposals or anything like that that they want to bring up here?
I got an update on the meeting we've been working 15 months. It's a government job, went to the finance committee today for final approval for a $300,000 deal, and it did get approved, so should get signatures on that pretty shortly.
Sheesh. Anybody else? Justin.
Yeah, Casey messaged me. They think they're going to get this one closed here in the next, right after 4th. It's 1,300 MRR with Safe Stores. Go live January 1st.
Oh. Safe Stores, that's a business growth client. They got a revenue guarantee. If we hit that, right, we'll start paying a little more money. Also, Casey's got a deal. I think it's in the inbox. When Sam's off this pitch, we'll go look at it. It's a 36-month deal, and it's a pretty good deal. So. We're kind of taking an approach now, right? We had 12-month deals, right? We're month to month, more difficult than it needs to be. 12 months, a little more difficult, right? Now we're at these 36 and 60-month deals. So instead of having guarantees in the first 3 months or 6 months or whatever, we really are going to try. I'm not saying it's always going to work this way, but we're going to try to do it so appointments or revenue is secured by the end of that first 12 months. Right, so I think this deal that we're working on up in the Northeast, the case is set up, it was 36 appointments or $5,000 a month in recurring revenue closed. So one or the other. It doesn't have to be both. If we set up the appointments or better, locked it in. If they close a deal, locked it in. Something like giving us options. It's kind of like they're doing the second coat on the floor right now on the second half. Tomorrow they do the big stinky epoxy coat, and then that will have subsided right by the time Monday rolls around, and then it's like the floor's done. So next week they got the partitions up for the bathrooms. They're going to go install the sinks and the toilets and stuff like that, and then kind of when that happens we can start measuring for like equipment and workout facility stuff like that. Okay, so I know it's a process, but man, it's super cool. It's an awesome space. Cam McElhenney, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday. Today? Yesterday, sorry.
Went to Big Chief. That was fun, and then worked, got nappy, so that was the highlight of the day. And yeah, that was it.
What do you eat at Big Chief?
Got the loaded spud, which was just a baked potato with some pulled pork on it, and then a cookie dish. Me and my girlfriend split it.
Is anybody going to be cheap yet?
Yeah.
Big Cheese was good. 5-10 minutes down the road. It's like Highway T and 100 kind of over there. Very famous place. It used to be like a big motel, I think. Is that right? Like 100 rooms. Yeah. It's a story. It's old, but it's popping. Kind of a reminder for some of you guys who are in like the home shopping stuff. I sent a message out and told you, like there's more development stuff that's basically they're infilling in between Washington, Missouri and Wildwood, and they keep building like homes. So at Highway 100 and 109, there's a new subdivision going in. I think it's like 115, 120 something homes, something like that. So if you're of the mind to be shopping for a new home, that's a good place that they're building. And Good News Brewing. I've heard of it. I've never been to one.
There's one by the old office.
There's one.
I think that'll be the third location. Good News Brewing Company.
Like I said, they got a new one out here. I think it was in an old animal feed store, an old Purina store, something like that. That's actually where our first office used to be, out in Westridge. But you guys will notice as the economy kind of comes back and the interest rates and all that stuff level out, people are going to start building and doing things a little bit more. And Wildwood's gearing up. They're going to connect the two main roads to make a big mega main street and a bunch of retail, shopping, restaurants, and then there's some like low density multi-family homes and stuff like that, or apartments. There might be an apartment building or two going in on Main Street Wildwood soon. So good stuff's coming out this way, and it's kind of nice to be there before it happens. That we get to benefit from it. What is, Laura? We got a cookout coming. What's the scoop?
Grill food, everything should be ready to go when we break here. So enjoy that. Thanks to Brock, Cam, Justin, Carrie. Yep. Chef had it all. They made a grill for us, and that's nice. And thank you to Brenda, who was very diligent in our tart, getting all the details together and the decor and all that stuff. So
Thanks for helping, guys. We're gonna continue to do fun stuff like this, and now we've got Brenda to kind of help get it organized. Think about it, put some thought into it. It's not like easy to pull all together. So go have a lot of fun. Eat your, what do we got? Hot dogs? Bratwurst and dogs?
yeah, get brats and all beef hot dogs. Brats, there's beer brats, and then there's cheddar bacon brats. So
The good stuff. Do we have drinks?
there's drinks. The beer beverages will be held for beer 30 at 4:30 tonight. No beer with your brat today for lunch. Dang it. But we've got other refreshments, so.
Yeah, don't die under the influence.
Don't die
Get
under the
into an appointment accident. All right, guys, go have a great cookout.
Yeah, I got a pretty good one for my Utah IT client. I was with a construction company. I had been talking to the guy like way back in May. Hadn't been able to get back over to him, but he told me that they use supplemental support vendors for projects a couple times out of the year. And just wanted to get some information over to him. And finally picked up the phone, ironically the day before a holiday. And yeah, said they didn't have many projects lined up this year, but they were smaller than what most people anticipated. I told him I thought he had about 175 employees. He said, yeah, but most of them are on site, out in the field. We've only got 50 in-house on computers, so I thought that was more than enough to try to schedule something out. Just kind of wanted to show him what we were able to bring to the table as far as IT support goes. He said he had time for us next Monday, so we've got a meeting. Should be a pretty good one. Hopefully they got some projects they want to get to that we can help them on.
Got one for my IT company out in Virginia today. Spoke with the office manager originally. She wanted to clear it with the head dentist. Got back to me like 20 minutes later, scheduled a time for Monday to go out there. 21 users, 2 locations, looking to switch from their current MSP, so should be able to get a proposal out quickly.
Got one today from my client out in Florida. I spoke with the CFO, pointed me down to the IT guy, said he would be open to meeting. Wanted us to come out on site after the 4th of July. There's about 20 users, 3 different locations, and just wanted to see what we could do to potentially help out and be somewhat of a local resource.
Just got a nice appointment for my client out in North Carolina. It's a roof, mostly shingle, some metal. It's about 60,000 square feet. Excited to see how this one turns out.
Got one today for my guy in Provo. It's a hotel, 20,000 square foot facility. We're going out to discuss preventative maintenance. With all the heat out there, they got some bubbling. Want to see what we can do for them.
Got a 3-banger for our roofer out in Atlanta. 2 of them were with 2 different distribution companies. They both actually had some active issues. We're meeting with the maintenance manager on one of them and the branch manager on the other. We're going to give them some preventative maintenance plan quotes and some repair patchwork quotes. The 3rd one I got was with the senior living residents, got connected with the facility manager out that way. They've had some smaller issues kind of spread throughout. It's a shingle building. So we're going out to all 3 of those next week. Should be good opportunities.